Hey everyone, good morning. It is YouTube live time, and today we're going to talk about what to include in your holiday orders, all right? And some really fun stuff that's happening for the Handmade Mastermind coming soon. I'm in the spirit, so I'm wearing my hat because holidays are right around the corner, and again, we're talking about holiday stuff today, okay? Good morning. I see the chat, so it's working. Awesome. I feel like YouTube has been behaving itself recently, so no issues there. So say hey down below so I know you're here, and then we'll get started shortly. I'm excited to talk about what to include in your holiday orders because, you know, there's some things that you have to prep way ahead of time when it comes to holidays, and we've talked about them way ahead of time, such as purchasing your supplies and marketing and all that type of stuff, right? However, something like this can be prepared, doesn't have to be prepared too far in advance. Okay, so that's why I'm talking about today. And if you already have an idea of what you're going to include, still listen in because I want to make sure that you cover all your basis points. Is that what it's called? Just to make sure you cover all the ground that you need to when it comes to including inserts in your holiday orders. And I'm going to explain why we take this very seriously. Okay, there's a few big reasons why we do take this very seriously. We, as in me, and that's why I'm talking about it. So I hope you take something away from this and understanding. And you could apply the same thing, not just during holidays, but even off season, okay? But there's one particular reason why I really focus it on holiday season. More about that in a second, okay? I'll also be showing you my inserts and my packaging. It's not that exciting. Well, I think it is, but just to show you, if you've never seen them, I've done a few lives before, at least one or two, where I've showed you to before. Not too much has changed since then. But I'll get into that. Hey everyone, it's 22 degrees there. Here, it's a little chilly for us. It's not that cold, to be honest, because I've been in colder weather. But I know people around the world are probably freezing at this moment. Houston is not so bad, but we got a little chilly yesterday afternoon. The Santa hat, that means great things are on the way. It does. You remember, Abby? Yes, great things are indeed on the way. I'll be discussing that in a few short moments. Actually, I'll discuss it in the beginning, and then we'll talk about what to include in your holiday orders and why, and what I include, and then we'll talk more in detail about why I'm wearing the hat. Okay, good morning. So, let me just take a sip here. Let me get started. So, to start off, I'll just briefly talk about it, then I'll talk about it more in detail later. The Black Friday sale is coming for you guys. I prepared so much. For this. And so it's starting, I'm giving you exact dates. It's starting Monday the 25th and ends December 1st. Okay, so I'm giving you 7 days for the Black Friday deal. It's longer than I've ever given for the Black Friday deal, so amazing. And here's why. It's simply because you guys are, so the Black Friday deal is obviously for my courses, and, it's for online sellers, obviously, like you. But you guys are really busy during this Black Friday week, whether it be with orders, whether it be with, friends and family, something, right? Thanksgiving week, just a whole bunch of stuff. Either you're out there also shopping Black Friday deals. So I thought it was I thought it was really important to give you guys plenty of time, 7 days, but it's still plenty, to shop the Black Friday deal. And if you haven't heard, it will be up to 30% off of all my courses. When I say up to 30% off, just to be transparent, there's like one course or maybe two that's 25. I know at least one. I'm not sure if there's two. I forget. But one or two courses that's 25% off. The rest is 30. So that's the most amazing deal you'll ever get. In fact, period, because I don't really put my courses on sale. So it's there for 7 days. Okay, really exciting stuff. And it begins on Monday the 25th. I will be doing a live in the group. Okay, all the lives during the holiday season will be exclusive to my Facebook group, meaning, when I do a YouTube live, it's accessible to the entire public, and that's cool, but these giveaways and these deals are really meant for my community. So the live on the 25th, and I'll post it in the group way ahead of time, will be on Monday and Tuesday in our Facebook group, okay? And then for the rest of the holiday season, okay? Let me make sure I'm not missing any comments. Hello, everyone. Hi. So that's exciting stuff. And again, you'll get emails. You'll see Instagram posts. You'll see posts everywhere to remind people of the Black Friday deal because, again, you're busy as hell trying to do other things, and I don't want you to miss out, okay? Up to 30% off it's amazing. And, of course, there's payment plans that are ready. And you don't have to worry about a coupon code. Everything will automatically be taken off, meaning the prices will be set with the discount already. So all you have to do is go in and purchase and then be done and go back to work, which is amazing, okay? So, and then I'll tell you more details about that toward the end of the live. I want to get into what to include in your holiday orders, and why, and then I'll talk about what I include in my orders. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. During holidays, for the most part, not everybody, for the most part, for most of us, if we sell, and I'm giving you an example, if we sell around 10K a month, okay. And it's maybe a bad example because not everybody's around that, but just saying, right? So I want to put an even number. If you sell 10K a month, you could bet that during the holiday season, November-ish, December, you're probably selling, 30% more, 50% more, or even double, okay? Compared to an average good month. And so what does that mean? Well, that means more money in your pocket, hooray. And then number two is that many more eyes will be on your packages. And on top of that, remember, many more eyes on your packages, so opportunities are there that we're going to take advantage of in a second, but many more eyes that didn't particularly buy from you. So meaning you're shipping some of these packages to gift recipients. They didn't log on to they don't know about you. They're just hanging out, right? And then they get a gift in the mail. And so, you have this opportunity to, continues to win over current customers and work on winning over new customers. And this is the greatest time to do it because the influx of orders, the influx of customers that happen during the short period of time is grand. Okay, and again, like I said, for most of us, and don't assume for you it's not grand. Just because you don't sell, say, 10K a month or 5K a month, it doesn't matter. It's in ratio to how much your normal month is. Unless you'll say you're in the wedding, business, and you're like, no, Dahlia, holidays are slow for me, then obviously this does not relate to you, okay? But for majority of us, we do have very giftable items, and our holidays usually are increased in revenue, and again, increased in number of orders that leave, increased in number of people that see your packages. And so that's a really good opportunity because they're in there, they're purchasing, and then they wait for this amazing gift. And you know that they're paying attention to this gift when they receive it. One, because they want to make sure they give this beautiful gift to their loved one, or they just received a gift and they're looking for details about who gave it to them or whatever. Okay? So now that you know simply why I want you to focus on what you include in your inserts, let's talk about how you focus it on it, okay? So there's one key thing I want you to take away from this, and I want you guys to think about this, even if it's past after this YouTube live. I want you to think about and forget about holiday season, this is just in general, when you think about putting in inserts. What do you want to focus on? What are you focusing on in your business right now? If I asked you right now, tell me in the comments, what is your big focus in your business? And let me give you a couple examples just in case you're kind of stuck with this question. For me, it actually kind of varies depending on where they buy. But for me, it's email list, growing my email list, and also it's reviews on Amazon. Those are the biggest focuses for me. A few different focuses, and when I say focus, you could only have one. Unless, like I said, it's different platforms. There's a really good reason why I have different focuses on each one. But different ideas, and let me know in the comments, what is your big focus, is growing your social media, whether it be Facebook or Instagram. Like you're really working heavy on that. Another one is branding. You're working on brand recognition, okay? That's a tough one, but nonetheless, it's still something. And yes, you could work on multiple of these things, but your insert should have this one big focus, and I'll tell you how to deliver that in just a second. But what is your big focus? All right. So like I said, growing social media, email list, getting people to rebuy. Like I need repeat customers. That's another one. And sometimes it's easier said than done, but what is your big focus? And again, we could work here through how you get that kind of accomplished over time with inserts, okay, with a few other packaging details. What else? What else? There's quite a bit, actually. I'm like stuck right now. Branding, like I mentioned. What else, guys? What are you working on that's your big focus? And in terms of growth, is it, all I'm working on is getting new products out, so it would be beautiful if people buy those new products. Like, what is it? Even if you can't put it into words, tell me what the biggest focus you have is. Abby says getting people to my personal website is my focus. Love that. It's a great mention. Forgot to mention that. And like I said, you could have multiple focuses, but when you're trying to get somebody to do one thing right, you should have only one focus when it comes to your packaging. Because if you have a customer and you're like, imagine Abby's like, Dahlia, I want to get them to my website, I want to get them to rebuy. And of course, all that could really happen if Abby focuses on getting them to getting them to the personal website. It could take care of branding, it could take care of repeat customers, it could take care of a few things. But what is your number one focus? Okay, there could be secondary focuses when you're actually putting things together. And so, sorry, my throat. Let me know in the comments, guys. A lot of you are like silent. You should know what your focus is. And this is not just because of inserts. This is just in business-wise in general. Okay? So, love that, though. Bringing people to your personal website. You want to grow your personal website. That's actually one of my focuses for 2020. More about that in another live. But an example for Abby, and we can get into more examples of how you take your focus and put it into inserts, is if she wants people to go to her website, how does she brand properly? There's a few different ways to get people to go to your website, right? And there's probably many more ways that we won't even discuss today. How do you brand properly so they don't forget your name? Not your personal name, but your brand name, right? And as you see, this is one of my inserts. I'll go over my inserts in a second. This has another side to it too. But it has my logo everywhere. You cannot forget my name. And it has my .com as well. My .com is everywhere. So that's one way to get people to focus on going into your website. How else would you do that? How do you drive them to your website? There was a test I did, and it worked out really well. It was just a lot. It was just a lot of work because we sell a lot. But it was a really good test where I included insert. You guys may remember. Actually, I talked about it in a way old video where I had I thanked them for their purchase and I told them a special deal particularly for them, and they just go to this really simple link like modernpinkpaper.com/wed deal, like wedding deal or whatever I called it. Very simple to retype, but looks kind of unique, not just the words /sale. And when they would go, they would see this deal and it would have an expiration. And so here's the beauty of that, Abby and everybody else. I made them go to my .com to check out what this exclusive deal is. And by doing so, they don't just look at the card and go, oh, 20% off? That's great. I'll use that later. And they toss it. It's, let me go to the website. I now have made them go to the website, check out the deal. They're already on my website. There's a good chance, give or take, that they may look around. Now they've mentally, they put your .com in. They went to the website. They may have shopped around, but at least them doing that, it's now in their memory. Okay? And again, of course, if it's a really great deal, they could take advantage. If you have an expiration date, remember that, guys. It's a sense of urgency. Okay? That's why all sales have an end date, and people really particularly push the end date. Okay? The shorter the sale, the more sense of urgency. Okay? You don't want to give people only like 2 days, obviously, when you're giving them a coupon inside their packages, but it's important to think about if you're giving a coupon for them to, whether it's on the .com or on Etsy or wherever, you're creating a sense of urgency. You're creating this behavior that makes them go to the website. You're creating, so you know what I'm trying to say? You have to, otherwise it could be an insert that you just wasted ink and money on. Okay? You have to really think about, how do I get them to really act on this? Okay, we'll talk about design in a second. All right? So branding in general, your products, your packaging should be branded. In general, even if your focus is not just brand recognition at the moment. It always should be in this as a secondary. You should always have things branded. It's never a bad thing for people to remember your shop name. Correct? I think we all could agree. Never a bad thing. Hit like button if you agree with that. So, how do you brand your packages? How do you brand your packages? Yeah, that sounded right. I thought for a second they didn't sound right. And so, for me, it's really simple and straightforward, okay? On my mailers, we have this little branding sticker, and it has my colors on it, and it says, well, aren't you lucky you've got modern pink paper? I treat it like you got mail because we are, stationery company, so it just makes sense. My little icon, and then my .com on there. It's going to be very hard to see in here, but that's what my packaging sticker looks like. Branding on the outside, okay? And then you're not going to be able to see this really well, but I'll put a white sticker behind it. My packages, so this is my clear sleeve. We also have clear boxes for our stationery. It also has a logo sticker, my brand name, established in 2010.com, written over here as well. I don't know if you could see it. Okay? So you don't have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to branding, but everywhere they look, there should be your logo, your branding, your .com, your website, even if you have a .com yet, okay? Let them remember you, especially if you have a business that focuses on repeat business, okay? So I want you to consider branding for you. If you haven't already, if you're like, I got that done, great. If you are listening to this and you're like, my stuff is not branded, what are you gonna do about it? And maybe depending on how indecisive you are, or decisive actually, you may not be able to come to a conclusion of how you should brand your packages before the holiday season really begins. But like for me, I have to buy stickers, I print on them, I slap them on. It's a really simple process, but it's a process. I have to design it, etc. So if you could make a decision, great, get it done, because many people will have their eyes on your packages. Let people remember your name. And here's the thing, guys. This one holiday season, let's say if I was new, okay, let's say if I was brand new to selling online, this one holiday season is not going to get everybody to know who I am. It's a snowball effect, okay? So don't feel left out if you can't get everything in order for this holiday season. Get it in order in July. July what? January. I meant January. Get it in order in January. It's always a snowball effect. It's just, the reason why I'm focusing on holiday season is because many more people will be, looking and focusing in on it. But it's always going to be a snowball effect where over time, it builds. Many people search for my company name on Google. They go directly to my .com. I built that over time. I can never say that happened straight off the bat. Okay? And usually, right before holiday season is the best time to start if you have never thought about this. Okay? I'm adding more variations to my store and started Amazon FBA. Okay, so it says my packages are red. My logo is on there along with our name and call to action to leave a review. Love that word, call to action. Thank you. To leave a review. I need to add my .com on my next sticker order. Love it. So let's talk about other inserts, okay? So let's talk about, let me show you the examples I have, and then we could talk about other things that you may want to focus on in inserts, okay? And, this is just my example. There's many different examples that you could do. I do have in my course section marketing inserts for packages that you could purchase. It's like only $30 or something, and it has quite a bit of inserts in there. Most of my members who purchased it, they take it and then adjust it to make it their own, like make it more unique to them, change their colors, change fonts, whatever. Or you could just simply go, if you have a little more if you have a creative bug in you, then you could just easily go to Canva. You guys know Canva, right? You could just go to canva.com. It's free, guys, for the most part. Most of the thing that they give you there is free. And even if it's not, even if you have to use a clip art or two here and there, it's like $1, whatever, right? And create your own inserts. Okay, we'll talk about design in a moment. But for me, the Amazon one focuses on a review. I tell them pretty much take a moment to leave us a review on Amazon. And it says it really helps our small business in a big way. And I tell them to go to this place to write a product review. That's all I tell them. It's the number one focus on this. It's a little small. I have plenty of these printed out. So to be honest with you, I'm probably going to redo this in the new year. But we have no problem getting reviews. I have plenty. I'm still working on getting even more, but I have plenty. But that's my biggest focus on Amazon. Why? Because it really does help with conversions, okay? It's a really big deal. Okay? And listen, just because you sell 10 orders this month on Amazon doesn't mean all 10 people will give you a review. It's a numbers game. Okay, I don't know the exact ratio, but the more you sell and the more you push to get reviews, the better. Because, every person you send a product to, an order to, is an opportunity if you're focusing on reviews. Whether it be on Amazon, whether it be on Etsy, it's great to have it on Etsy as well. The beauty of Etsy, though, they don't, Etsy's interesting where the reviews, your whole entire shop reviews will show under the product, even if it's not for that product. You guys noticed that, right? It's not how it works on Amazon. So that's why I don't have a big push on Etsy. And plus I've started a million years ago on Etsy, so I have plenty of reviews. So that's my big focus. So, and really this is just my taste. I say thank you for being an amazing customer and having fantastic taste with my brand, with my colors, navy and pink. And so it's just that I really heavily focus in on that. And I want to make sure that, if they love their stuff, leave a review. Even if they don't, it's obviously an honest review that they have to leave. But I need reviews. That's what I focus on. Okay, so if you don't already have this, a review type insert, in my opinion, that should be one of your number one focuses for your Amazon packages. And yes, we do different inserts for different packages. Okay. Oh, I know, Becca. Speaking of Google, I did a search for dog paw ornament, and then switched up to images and my picture showed up. Woohoo, awesome. Yeah, I noticed that too. I noticed when I was doing some research, I noticed a lot of my .com images were in the Google image search. I'm like, yay. So reviews, right? Now, again, there's different focuses you might have. I'm going to go over mine, and then the rest of the ones that we have not discussed, we'll talk about. So this one goes to my .com customers. Similar to that Amazon one, give or take, but it's a square one. It says, thank you for being an amazing customer and having fantastic taste. Sorry, it's a little wet on this one. It made my day that you supported my small business. And then my logo in the back. So this is just really a simple, I don't do business cards. People throw those away. I can't hack business cards, okay? It's just not my jam. Granted, would they might throw this away? Possibly. I don't, and it may be. I don't know everything. But I don't particularly think my customers save business cards. So this is just branding. This is just to make my packaging and the feeling you get when you open packaging feel professional. Instead of not having anything. Even if I know they're going to throw everything away, that's inserts, it doesn't matter. I cannot send a package without nothing in it. Okay, so this is my .com customers, they get this. Okay? And this is just focused on that professional feeling. That's one of my focuses there. And branding, obviously for many reasons, repeat business, etc. Hey, Maggie. So that's that. Now, side note, I talked about this in the main group, and I asked you guys, what are you guys doing for holiday season? You should always have a plan for this anyway. But we do have a gift card. I'm a stationery designer, so it's easy for me to slap cards out for a gift. And so we have these pre-printed, and then my team copies and pastes a message, and then they use this to print, and then the gift message is written out on here, and we put it in a navy envelope. Again, very brand right, okay? Does it go the extra mile? Just a bit. I felt like everybody was doing this, but I realized I'm probably I'm not the only one. I don't think everybody's doing this after all, I realized, because I just happen to have stationery cards. I wouldn't know what I would do if I wasn't a stationery designer. I didn't easily have access to cards. And somebody messaged me the day I posted that thread in our group and asked me if they could buy from me gift card, because I'm a stationery designer. And I was flattered. They know who they are. I don't know if they're on the call right now. I was flattered. I was like, yeah, you can, but let's save you some bucks, okay? To buy it from me would be way more expensive than compared to really good quality. Again, it's all about standard. It's not going to be personalized, but standard gift card messages with envelopes on Amazon in bulk. And it's okay to get those because, even if you don't sell that much in the holidays, or you can have some left over, you can use them throughout the year. The point is, save yourself $1. You don't have to get them from me. Get them from anywhere else, okay? Because it's a little bit more costly to run my business compared to Amazon. And while I appreciate you supporting a small business, you know, save yourself a couple of bucks. At least for those gift inserts. And they're still decent quality for gift inserts. They just read it, it's great, that's it, right? So so that's that for the gift. Now, a couple more things I include, okay? And I'm going to explain why. So I include the certificate of quality and accuracy. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay? It has my little icon on there. Your stationery from Modern Pink Paper. This is to certify, sorry, I have to read it, that your stationery has been designed, printed, and checked for quality and accuracy before we shipped it to you. And then it has a date section and a printed by section. And here's the purpose of this. The real purpose of this is for people to know that receive orders, whether they bought it for themselves or a gift recipient, is that this was actually physically touched by somebody, reviewed by somebody, and that there's a handmade touch to that. And I think it's really important because I found that people love the like you writing the date and the signature. It feels very, and hear me out, it feels very high end. It feels very Louis Vuitton, meaning when you get those high end bags, you usually, I feel like I saw a video of this, you know that there was an artisan that actually worked from start to finish on this bag. Actually, I think it's another brand. That they show you that, you know, Henry H worked on this bag, you know? Anyway, the point is, it just feels it feels more personal. And while I'm not always strutting my, oh, I'm handmade, I think it's important for people to understand you're not buying from a big corporation, you're buying from a smaller business, and we do have physical eyes that check. We don't just copy and paste. We do correct people's formatting issues all the freaking time, okay? And so I want people to know that we took a lot of care, and we do, you know? So that's what the purpose of this is. And it's all really about professionalism. It puts an impression. It does, this card for me does many things. Becca says, are these in the marketing inserts course? This one is not. I told somebody I have to put it in, but the way I set it up, it's difficult for me to put this in. Somebody asked me a couple months ago. I have to probably convert that, those inserts into Canva for people to do it, because currently it's on Microsoft Word. This is very difficult to put in Microsoft Word because the border, maybe you wouldn't do the border, obviously, but you could see it's a very simple and straightforward type of insert. And obviously, easier said than done. You guys want it just to be done for you, and people just change the font colors and such. I don't mind putting it in, but I have to set it up in a way that's easy for you to edit. That makes sense. But I guess I could just not do the border, and I don't have to do the certificate of being a little curved, because the Microsoft Word is not that friendly when it comes to that. But I may just start moving things over to Canva. So, and if you want, you could just, you know, get this. I'll put it on my Instagram. How about that, guys? Is that okay, Becca? If you guys just want the verbiage and type it up yourself on and you could do your own branding on Canva and everything. Again, I don't mind putting it on there, but by the time I do it, you may not have a need for it. I mean, you still always have a need for it, but I'm just so busy. I don't know if I will be able to do it in time. I'll put it, hold on. I'll put it for you guys on Instagram. I'm just going to post it without anything that I'm going to type on there. Okay? So go ahead and check it out if you want the text and stuff. I do mine in InDesign. I don't mind setting up in Photoshop. Not everybody has Photoshop. That's my only issue when I do these inserts. But if you want to check out the details of it and how it looks, check out my Instagram stories. I just posted it. Again, I put no words with it. I just kind of posted it because I was in the middle of this. Last but not least, guys, I mentioned this before. But I'll mention again, each of my customers get handwritten thank you note. And it's in an envelope because I think it looks more nice. I don't think it particularly needs to be an envelope, but because I've seen plenty, I follow a lot of people on Instagram who get thank you notes. I know that sounds weird, but nonetheless, they always show the box being open and the thank you note is literally like right there without an envelope. Here's why I still put an envelope. Is because I like, people will always open an envelope. They're not going to see this envelope and go, oh, toss. They will open it. They will go like this. And so it forces them to read through it. Okay? So, and it pretty much thanks them for their purchase. I have a few different handwritten thank you notes that is for first-time people, second-time people, and then that's it. And these were handwritten by me and then scanned and printed because I simply cannot handwrite literally 500 plus. No, am I making that up? I forget how many orders I ship a week. 500? 250? 300? I forget how many orders a week. A lot. I can't handwrite them. Okay? So I handwritten it and then scanned it and then put it on my little cardy thing. And then that's that. Okay? Really cool trick. It's still in my handwriting. I just can't physically do that many. And the way it prints, it looks like an actual pen wrote it. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Okay, I put it in weird. Anyway, you're welcome. So I do that too, Dahlia. Grisilla says, besides my business card with printed thank you inserts, I handwrite another more personal thank you note. I know people remember my name when they give me feedback. Yes. Here's one thing I noticed about this and the quality card. People have noted in their reviews how much they love this. And so when I first started it last year, I told my assistant, let's look out for reviews to see what people say. I want to know if it's making an impact. In my heart, I knew it would. But I looked out for it. It's quite a bit. So I know it's winning people over. And for very good reason. It really does. Like, I really thought about what I was going to say in my thank you note. And if you guys care to hear, you could buy from me. Or I'll tell you right now. Thanks for your purchase. I'm ecstatic that you have chosen modern pink paper for your stationery needs. Please enjoy your stationery as much as I enjoyed creating it. Thanks, Dahlia A. And again, it's printed on my branded card. And that's just what I wrote. You could do many other things, like, it's not, but just in case you have an idea if you have a loss of words. And my second purchase one, I don't have it with me, but it thanks them for from buying from me again. I don't say those words. And I forgot what else I say in there. I'm sorry. But anyway, Becca says, haha, that was my idea. I'm chatting today. Okay, so that's what I include in, and different packages get different things. Everybody gets a thank you card. Sorry, the thank you card I can't do for .com because I don't know how often they purchase from me. I did write down on my to-do list that I should create a more standard one, but that still wouldn't work, as if people tend to repeat buy from me often, and I don't want people to get the same thank you card. It's annoying. So every other platform I could tell if they're a repeat customer or not, and they get the handwritten thank you note. But everybody gets a quality assurance card and an insert, whether it be this one or this one. Oh, sorry, there's no back. This one. Okay. So let's talk a few more points regarding what else you put in your packages, okay? Remember, when you're creating an insert, like, this is just like for good feeling, professionalism, etc. But if you have an insert, like somebody else said earlier, yes, Becca said earlier, call to action. There should be one major call to action. This is no call to action. This is just like, hey, thank you. That's cool. Branding, professionalism, good. The quality accuracy card, that's just, I'm not making people do things, okay? The point is, while I do have a few different inserts, I'm not diverting their attention to do 20 different things. And that's why I'm trying to bring the point to you guys. When you decide to what you want to focus on, with a repeat business, getting them to your .com, blah, blah, you want to make sure that you have this one call to action. Now, somebody did ask me a long time ago, or they tested it or whatever, that they actually put a coupon and asked them to shop again, blah, blah. Because the holiday season is about to start, like, really ramping up. For me, it starts really the week of Black Friday, all the way through the third week of December, something like that. If you wanted to include a coupon, a direct coupon on a card, and say you have until the end of December to use this coupon, it would work. Because one, it's a limited time. meaning if you shipped it anywhere from the end of November to somewhere in December, they only have limited time to use it. And usually conversion rates are higher. They take action in a higher, what am I trying to say? They're more likely to take action because people are out there shopping during holidays. So if they get your package, let's say December 1st, and they get your package, or December 8th, depending on how quickly you could, how quickly you could process your orders and get it out. Okay, so because otherwise that may be difficult for them to actually take advantage of. But if I got this on the 7th of December and I was like, oh, 25% off or 30% off, whatever it is, if the idea is just to get them to rebuy, really focus on a good discount because it gets them to go back and rebuy. And otherwise you have not had that sale, if that makes sense, okay? And a few reasons why that's good. One, it trains them again to go back to your website or Etsy shop, remembers your name. If it's on Etsy or Amazon that they're going back to, which is exciting, because then the algorithm pushes you up as more sales go, et cetera and so forth. That could have been also an order that goes to a gift recipient. They also know your name. It's this whole snowball effect, okay? So tell me down below, guys. Hey, good morning. Tell me down below what you plan. If you have already done so, then great. But what are you including in your packages, or what you plan to include? You don't have to reinvent the wheel here. Okay, I've been doing this system, what I do, for such a long time. Okay, so, and it's been working for me. Can I upgrade it? Can I work on making it better? Sure, but I'm working on other things. So I'm not lacking in the insert department in terms of how they work for me, you know? So what are you guys doing? What have you done, etc.? Let me know. Oh, I read that already. Excuse me. I thought that Amazon didn't let you ask for reviews within the order packaging. They do. You just cannot tell people to give you a positive review. So let me make that clear again. You can ask for a review, but you can't ask for a positive one or bribe them. I hate that word, but you can be like, hey, give me a review and I'll give you this, you know? So yeah, so just stay away from positive wording when you're asking for a review, you know? Hey, good morning. So that's that. Okay. Now, again, let me know down below what you are going to include in your packaging. It's important that you focus on one thing as a call to action. I also think it's important in general to focus on branding. Okay, again, a huge influx of orders, more eyes on your packaging. You know, those people can snowball later to be your regular customers. And one thing I want to point out is, you know, my website, for example, or even Amazon and Etsy, I have a lot of repeat customers. And even if I knew what I know now many years ago, I still wouldn't be able to make the amount I do now. I needed time to pass in order to build that repeat customer base. And every person that gets added to my repeat customer base is an added customer. It's fantastic. The point is, you know, the impact of your branding, your inserts, whatever it may be, creates a snowball effect. You may not realize it in the beginning. You may not realize it, you know, after the holiday season passes, but it's working in the background, guys. It's working, okay? Especially if you do it right. And for me, doing it right means, you know, don't overcrowd your message. Don't have too many focuses. Use your brand colors. Make it attractive, okay? For me, those are the main things I kind of focus on. And, yeah. I include a 10% coupon to my web shop for European customers or bigger orders. And the other customers I ask for a review. I have your marketing package. Cool. Yeah. And like I said, many people take that marketing package inserts and just adjust it to make it their own. If you are a designer, if you are, you know, if you've been around the Photoshop block, you don't technically need my inserts marketing package. It's just to help people that need an idea, solid foundation to start from something, you know, if that makes sense. So that package is not really meant for people that know their way around design and can do something on their own, obviously, right? It's just a little cheat to get some things out quicker. Abby says, I might have missed it, but what do you include if you know it's a gift? Love this question. Why didn't I think of it sooner? But I love that you mentioned it. During the holiday, yeah. Not right now. I'm about to wrap up soon. So what I want to mention is for a gift, first of all, if we know it's a gift, it's coming with a gift message. Second of all, they still, hold on, we still get a quality accuracy card. Even if we accidentally leave us a review in there, it doesn't really matter. Since they can't leave us a review, they'll just toss us away, whatever. But nothing particularly becomes different per se, except that they get this. We don't include receipts inside of our packaging. And every of one of my .com orders during the holiday season, from Black Friday week until end of Christmas, get gift wrapping for free. So that's something I change a bit. But I love this question because even like if I had a hot more minute, I'd probably work on this. But if you know it's going to somebody that has not physically went to your website or your Amazon shop and bought from you, what are you doing, Abby and everybody else, to make sure that you win them over as a future customer? So, and this is just one idea, but you might have many. If you know it's going to a gift recipient, you could include an insert that's very particular for a gift recipient, such as, something, and I'm paraphrasing here, a gift for you, and then it shows, love your gift or some shit like that. And they could say shop more at blah blah.com with this coupon code. Again, that's a little bit too wordy, but you got a gift recipient. Now, how do you also work on winning them over? Because the person that bought it for them already loves you. They bought from you. How do you win them over? So that's an idea. Okay. But again, everything else is working in the background, such as the branding, the other inserts, etc. But me particularly, I don't do much different. Okay. My team will just be mindful that if it isn't, I take it back. If they believe it's a gift recipient, it's going to the gift recipient. Sometimes we could tell. They won't include the handwritten thank you card because they want the ones that bought the stationery. So if we just have an inkling that might be it might be going to a gift person, we don't include the handwritten thank you card. Okay? So I hope you guys found this YouTube Live helpful and kind of gives you some things to think about. And even if you're like, I'm too busy to think about this right now, this is a really good thing to think about just in general all throughout the year. Okay? On my to-do list, and this was inspired by one of our members. I don't know if she's on the call right now. Her name is Tammy. She's in the Amazon private group. She posted her insert, and I loved it so much. And I was like, I'm going to do that. So I'm always working on adjusting inserts and things like that. And so I have in my 2020 goal list that I will be reworking some of my inserts to make them even better. I'm always tweaking to make things better. Okay. So even if you feel like it's a little bit too late to work on holiday or whatever, even if you did something but you're not 100% in love with it, it's okay. This is always a work in progress. Okay. So you could always update it for after the holiday season. Granted, yeah, a majority of people, huge amount of buyers do come through in the holiday season. It doesn't mean it's the end. Like, you can still update it in the new year. Okay? So before I wrap this up, let me bring back what I talked about in the beginning, which is the Black Friday sale, and something else is coming up very soon. Black Friday sale starts for you guys on Monday the 25th. Write this down, because there's literally always one person, not two, there's one person. Actually, there probably has been two once. Okay. There's always a person that misses out and messages me and goes, I missed out because of XYZ. And unfortunately, I have to tell them, sorry. You have to wait for another time. Like, I just, when a sale ends, it ends. And this time I'm giving you 7 days. So it will be on the 25th, which I will do a Facebook Live, not a YouTube Live, in our group. Why? Because these deals and stuff, I don't mind if the whole world buys the courses, but I really like to do it focused in our group because it's more of our members, right? Because here, most of you are members of the group, but you never know who else is joining the YouTube, right? The YouTube Live, YouTube stream. So on Monday the 25th, we'll kick off Black Friday in the group, the Black Friday deal, all courses up to 30% off. And, and I'll be wearing a hat. And we'll also do a Facebook Live as well on Tuesday, which is our regular, day. and I'll be sending out emails, posting on Instagram. You won't miss the message unless you're literally hiding under a rock, okay? But I want you to write that date down because literally at 9 a.m. Monday morning, everything will be on sale. You don't have to remember a coupon code. It'll all be done. And this is only happens once a year, okay? Just joining Amanda. Hey, Amanda, do you sell the thank you notes like what you use? So the thank you notes is my handwriting. You don't want my handwriting, trust me. And they're very particular to stationery, so no. One person did message me that they wanted me to create this exact thing for them, and I'm like, but you don't want my handwriting. I don't know. That never ended up working out. But if you're referring to that, the handwritten thank you note. If you're referring to everything else, in my marketing inserts package, I do have some things, but I'm not sure which one you're referring to, Amanda. So just let me know. So that's the Black Friday deal, okay? For 7 days, again, every day I'll be reminding you guys because that's an amazing deal, okay? All my courses. Then, on December 2nd, the 12 Days of Mastermind Christmas starts. Who remembers, because many of you have been my members for a while, who remembers the 12 Days of Mastermind Christmas? Let me know in the comments below. It is 12 days of fun. It really is fun. I mean, and I'm doing every year I like to do something a little bit different to see how I could like reinvent the wheel, make it more funner, like things like that. But let me know if you know about the 12 Days of Mastermind Christmas down below. Or if you're like, I have no idea what the hell that is. Either way, it starts the day after Black Friday deal ends. So the Black Friday deal, the last day is on Sunday the 1st. Okay, Sunday's a weird day to end it, but I just did. And I want to give you guys 7 days. And the 12 Days of Mastermind Christmas starts and kicks off in the Facebook group, Facebook Lives for 12 days. Okay, not in YouTube, in Facebook Lives for 12 days starting Monday, December 2nd. Okay? I love the 12 days. It's actually, Becca, I was doing some research recently when I was trying to get some things together. It's the 4th annual 12 Days of Mastermind Christmas. Do you believe it? It really is so much fun. And here's the beauty of it, because I really respect your time. I respect my own time. We're busy as hell. It doesn't take much effort from anybody to participate in the 12 Days of Mastermind Christmas. And that's the beauty of it, because you guys are busy as hell during this time. So there's giveaways, there's prizes, there's all this stuff during the 12 Days of Mastermind Christmas. But it won't require much of your time to participate. And that's what I love the most, because I can't do that to you guys. I can't do that to myself. We're busy as hell. And this year, I'm probably going to be printing. We'll see what happens. Yeah, 4th annual. I was doing some research back, and I tried to figure out what year I started. It was in 2016. So, and of course, I'll be wearing a Santa hat. And this year, very exciting. Sorry, I'm a little bit too excited. But it is fun. It really is fun. I get to know more of you a lot, and giveaways and prizes, and there'll be live prizes. Like it's literally like so exciting. So I have 3 assistants now, right? My husband is part-time, but the other 2. And each day, you know how they help me with the giveaway each day? They wear the reindeer hat. So I told them already, I was like, yo, every day prior to the live, one of you will be assigned to be the reindeer, and you'll come in with the reindeer hat. I just think it's fun, and they're fine with that. So that's starting soon. But focus right now on the Black Friday sale. That's the thing that's coming up soon. Don't want you to miss it. That starts on the 25th. Okay, so in a couple weeks. And then second it ends, December 2nd is a 12 Days of Mastermind Christmas. 12 days, 12 days, and Sundays don't count. Like, I'm not gonna do Facebook Lives on a Sundays. It'll be Monday through Saturday, then Monday through Saturday, and then done. Okay? And wait till you see my little elves. Wait, is it an elf or a reindeer? It's an elf. It's an elf. Sorry, did I say reindeer earlier? I meant to say an elf. Wait till you see my elves on the weekend, on both Saturdays. You probably know who they are. Yeah, so it's gonna be Elf Erica and Elf B. We call her B, right? You guys know B. Whatever, doesn't matter if you know their name. But and then Elf Mo. So every day they're gonna switch up between them. And then on Saturdays, my kids, because they're the ones that help do the live drawings. So multiple giveaways, multiple freebies, And you'll see the email coming to you soon. But I just did the math 4 days ago. I did the math. I was working on some things, and it's gonna be over $6,000 in prizes given away for free. Very exciting. Never did the math before. I think this year is a little bit higher due to some things happening. Due to some things, yeah. So, but that's very exciting stuff. Okay. So anyway, that's it, guys. So make sure you mark your calendars. Again, I will be posting everywhere. Somebody messaged me. I don't know if they're on this call right on here right now, but they messaged me on my chat feature on the Handmade Mastermind, and they asked me how could they be alerted to not missing out on the deal, because they want to join the Mastermind strategy. I'm like, it will be open on Black Friday with the Black Friday deal, but I said, if you're on my email list, if you're in my group, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm posting several notifications so people don't miss. So if you want to know about that, then make sure you're around those things, and then you'll find out. And again, I'm doing a Facebook Live in the group to kick off Black Friday on Monday, the 25th. Okay. So that's it, guys. I'll let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed today's YouTube Live. Really think about your inserts, guys. You still have time to play something else. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, especially if you feel like you don't have much time to do it. But if it was, in my opinion, I would focus on, if you don't have much time, focus on branding and reviews. Okay? Particularly on Amazon when it comes to reviews. Okay? My opinion. And if you have a little bit more time, think about what your focus is. Okay, think about what your focus is, and then work on an answer that really drives that focus. Is it email list? Is it growing your Instagram account? What is it? And create an insert for it, right? Really push yourself to say, when somebody sees this, are they going to act on this? And if not, if you're like, I'm not buying it, how do you rework to make people act on it? Okay? It is exciting. I'm very excited about it. That's why I'm wearing the hat early. All right, guys, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next Tuesday. All right? Bye.